David Hume's Empiricism, Unraveling the Foundations of Knowledge. David Hume, an eminent Scottish philosopher of the Enlightenment era, is celebrated for his groundbreaking contributions to empiricism, a philosophical approach that transformed our understanding of human knowledge and the nature of reality. Hume's empiricism challenged prevailing notions about the sources of knowledge, causality, and the limits of human understanding. This video delves into the intricate nuances of David Hume's empiricism, exploring its key aspects and enduring impact on philosophy. Empiricism Unveiled. At the heart of Hume's philosophical outlook is the doctrine of empiricism, which posits that knowledge arises primarily from sensory experience and observation. Hume argued that all human ideas and concepts are derived from impressions, which are the immediate and vivid experiences we encounter through our senses. These impressions give rise to ideas through various mental processes like reflection, comparison, and abstraction. The copy principle. A pivotal tenet of Hume's empiricism is the copy principle, which states that our ideas are essentially copies of our sensory impressions. He believed that our understanding of complex concepts is built upon our ability to analyze and combine simpler impressions. The problem of induction. Hume's empiricism extended to the problem of induction, challenging the traditional belief in cause and effect relationships. Hume contended that humans are not rationally justified in assuming that events that have occurred in the past will necessarily continue to occur in the same manner in the future. This skepticism shook the foundations of scientific reasoning and led to further investigations into the nature of causation. The fork, relations of ideas and matters of fact. Hume famously introduced what is often referred to as Hume's fork. He categorized all propositions into two distinct types, relations of ideas and matters of fact. Relations of ideas encompass mathematical and logical truths, which are necessarily true by definition. Matters of fact, on the other hand, pertain to empirical claims about the world that require sensory experience to verify. The problem of induction, causation in the self. Hume's empiricism had profound implications for his views on causation and personal identity. He argued that we cannot directly perceive causal connections between events. Instead, we infer causation based on repeated observations. Similarly, Hume questioned the notion of the self as a permanent, unchanging entity. He suggested that our sense of self arises from a bundle of perceptions and experiences rather than a single, enduring entity. Critiques and impact. Hume's empiricism sparked both admiration and criticism. While some praised his focus on experience and observation, others raised concerns about the potential limitations of empirical knowledge. Immanuel Kant, a philosopher who followed Hume, was notably influenced by his empiricist ideas and sought to reconcile them with rationalism. Legacy. Hume's empiricism left an indelible mark on the history of philosophy. His empiricist principles continue to shape discussions about the nature of knowledge, the scientific method, and the limits of human understanding. His approach inspired subsequent generations of philosophers to explore the relationships between sensory experience, reason, and the foundations of truth. In conclusion, David Hume's empiricism revolutionized the way we perceive the sources of knowledge and the formation of ideas. By emphasizing the role of sensory experience and impressions, Hume challenged conventional wisdom and ignited intellectual inquiries that endure to this day. Hume's empiricism invites us to critically examine our understanding of the world and to appreciate the dynamic interplay between perception, reason, and truth.